seen public health workers in Colorado threatened at home, doxxed by political leaders who are retaliating for COVID-19 restrictions. Now, you pull that with a law enforcement officer or a domestic violence victim in this state, and it's an actual crime. Now there's an effort to extend some of that legal protection to the people who are at work protecting us from the pandemic. Here's politics guy Marshall Zellinger.
Keyboard warriors beware. Sharing the home addresses of public health employees isn't cool and may soon be criminal.
People don't share addresses just out of curiosity to see where a public health official lives or what their house looks like. They do it with an implied threat of let's go there, let's picket, let's disrupt their daily life, let's intimidate them and their family.
Democratic State Representative Yadira Caraveo wants to tweak an existing law to add protections for employees of public health departments. Right now, it's a crime to share personal information of certain people if it poses an imminent and serious threat. Those people include law enforcement, health and human services employees, and domestic violence victims. At the end of 2020, there were nearly 4,100 of them in the state's Address Confidentiality program. Caraveo wants to allow public health agency workers to join if they want.
If somebody doxes them, makes their information public despite their attempts to protect it, that will be a misdemeanor. And so there will be consequences for doing that.
Normally, simply posting somebody's information probably doesn't rise to the level of a crime, especially with First Amendment protections. On the other hand, it depends a lot on context.
Take, for example, when the head of the Parker Republicans posted at the end of December the home addresses of public health workers, and also this warning: you are on the radar at your homes and elsewhere. Patriots are going to show you the errors of your ways.
When people start talking about taking violent action and then somebody posts an address, that would clearly fit under this.
Can we all just agree to make doxing mean what it used to mean when you're just talking about your pet dachshund at home? I asked why not allow anyone to make their information confidential, Kyle. I heard from the Democratic voter yesterday who said that they switched to unaffiliated out of concern of extremists finding out they're Democrat and find their address. Caraveo told me that what distinguishes the public health department workers right now, different than anybody else, is that they're doing the work of a community that's immediate, that has an immediate threat if they're disrupted at home because of doxing.
I will say this, Marshall, as somebody who has been doxxed by some of the nutbags out there, I never thought that I would laugh out loud in a doxing story. And then you picked Kosher up. Is he still within your reach? Can you bring him back? People love him, or has he scampered
He's still
away?
there. I'm just.
This is the world's oldest dog.
No, it's a long way down. I
He's
have to
just
leave
the
the
sweetest.
shot to put him down.
Those tiny little legs. I love that we finished with something that's just pure joy and not the terribleness that is threatening public health workers at home because you're mad about COVID restrictions. Thank you, Marshall.